to the locker room. Coach Giggs here, and today's message, developing a warrior mentality. Developing a warrior mentality. With me here today in the locker room is no stranger to the locker room, Simon Arias. Simon, good to have you here, baby.
Good to be here, Coach.
Yeah, man, good to have you. Well, you're the coach today because I want you to talk to these folks, these millions of people, about developing a warrior mentality. You know, we visited last night about it. By the way, we're on location here over in, where are we? Mazatlan. Is that how you say it? Mazatlan, Mexico. Yeah, you probably never heard of it. We haven't either. But anyway, talk about the warrior mentality, Simon. Talk to us about developing a warrior mentality. What does that mean?
You know, oftentimes I think when people see me walking around or even in photos, you know, people tease me and try and get me to smile. What it is deep in me, I have a deep sense of focus at all times. And I think as a competitor, when we're talking about a warrior's mentality, even to get up early, you know, one of my favorite things to do is to get up early in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and work out and already be ready for work. The difference is I'm not any less tired than anybody else in the world, but it's a mental battle to me. I like to challenge myself. Can I do it? Can I get up and work out? Can I be showered, shaved, ready to go by 7:30 in the morning before anybody walks into the office? Because I feel like it's a mentality of we're at a war, you know, not a bad war, you know, but just in a competition with other people. I love to know that while I'm up working, other people are sleeping. To me, that's a little bit of a warrior mentality. So to develop a warrior mentality, the first thing I got to do if I want to be a true warrior is I got to get up early. I got to get myself mentally, physically ready to go. Well, that's just one example.
Okay.
You know, I think, you know, another example that I use, you know, I learned having a warrior's mentality, I think, from my mother. You know, I remember for a short period of time, you know, my mother and I, we were on welfare, you know, in the middle of the east side of Youngstown, and at one point it was the murder capital of the world. Wow. Per capita, and I remember watching her work 2-3 jobs, going to night classes, going to school, until I watched her pull us out of a very rough area, rough financial situation, into a little bit better of one. And I think I'm watching her have that, you know, by any means necessary work ethic, that warrior mentality.
That warrior mentality. So here you are in Youngstown as a young boy. You see your mother working several jobs. You come from this very, very tough beginning. Tell me about this warrior mentality and how it helped you to get to where you were. What other ways can I develop this warrior mentality? How important is it?
When you think of a warrior, the first couple words that you think of is fight, is courage and fighting, no fear. You know, really everybody has fear. Everybody's usually has fear the same, but the difference is a warrior will overcome that fear with courage and perseverance, and develop a mindset and a mind frame that they're going to go after and tackle whatever it is that's on their mind by any means necessary. The biggest asset that we have and the biggest devil that we have is our own mind, is our own mentality. You know, the good news is I was never the most talented in sports. I was never the most talented even in American income. But I always had the mentality that you can knock me down as many times as you want, but I'm going to outlast you. I'll outwork you, and I'll whip you mentally. I'm going to whip you mentally because I'm willing to sacrifice more. I'm willing to fight longer. I'm willing to bite, scratch, claw, do whatever it takes.
What does competitiveness, how does that play? What role does being competitive play in this warrior mentality? It's important to be competitive. Are you competitive? Do you recommend people to be competitive? Does that help? Is that a part of it?
Yeah, I don't know if you can develop a warrior mentality without being extremely competitive. Gotta find, if it's not other people,
right?
If it has to be yourself. You know, one trick for me is I always found, you know, Jim Surace always taught me to make yourself an underdog by the size of the battle that you choose. Make yourself an underdog. I like feeling that people are against me. I like to think about people that challenged me in the past or hurt me or wronged me or said that I wouldn't be anything or said that I couldn't do this, and I keep those people stashed in my pocket.
Yeah.
And that's what gets me up at 5:30 in the morning ready to rock and roll.
Love it.
With a smile.
I love it.
Yeah.
There you go. With a smile on top of it.
Yeah.
Good message, Simon. Good message. Developing a warrior mentality. You heard it from a true warrior, Simon Arias. Simon, thank you so much for being in the locker room. Love you.
Thanks for having me.
Love you.
If you know someone you feel has a special story to tell or life to share, please email Eric directly and he will reach out to you and or this individual. even if you think this person is you. And by the way, if you've enjoyed and feel the Daily Locker Room has served as an inspiration in your life, why not share it with a friend by sending them the daily message?